Hey guys, welcome back. We are doing lesson 15 for Wit and Wisdom. Our focus question today is, how do characters respond to the powerful force of the wind? And our content framing question is, what does a deeper exploration of sensory and feeling words reveal in Gilberto and the Wind? So we're going to be using our 5 senses again, okay? Remember, seeing, smelling, tasting, hearing, and touching. Okay, in this lesson, we're going to begin with a brief review of volume as we practice reading our fluency homework, which we'll do after this. We're going to listen for sensory words that describe what Gilberto saw, heard, and felt in the story. Then we're going to continue our deeper exploration of words by acting out how Gilberto felt during the interactions between himself and the wind. And then we're going to experiment with adding responses to a problem to a story in preparation for writing a story later on. All right, so let's share my screen. All right, Gilberto in the Wind by Marie Hall Etz. I hear wind whispering at the door. You, he whispers, you. So I get my balloon and I run out to play. At first, wind is gentle and just floats my balloon around in the air. But then with a jerk, he grabs it away and carries it up to the top of a tree. Wind, oh wind, I say, blow it back to me, please. But he won't. He just laughs and whispers, "No." All right. So now let's get into our, nope, not that one yet, our video. So let me make it bigger. Let me move myself out of her picture. All right. It's okay. Yes. Feelings? Jerks. Mm-hmm. Yes. Whispering. Hearing. Yes. Okay. So writing a sensory word. What words in this sentence is a sensory word? And when he blows it, he turns it so fast that it whistles and sings, and all I can see is a blur. Well, I see whistles and sings. That's something that you can hear, right? And blur is something that you can see. Blows would be a hearing also. Let's see. I hope you got those written down in your journal. We did. Mm-hmm. I think we're good. Mm. Sorry, friends. Character. Character. I did. Mm-hmm. In the yard. I think the yard. That's a problem, isn't it? Wind grabs the balloon, carries it to the top of the tree. That's a big problem. Ooh, angry. Oof. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oops, sorry. All right. So pick two responses to that story. With it being online, you can circle the two responses, okay, and turn it in that way. Or if you wish to write them down, that would be perfectly fine also. Ooh. All right, so let's stop sharing. It is time for our deep dive. We're going to examine verb tenses today. So, how many of you like to play a game? Most of us do, right? We're going to play a game, charades. So I'm going to call out an action word from the text, and I want you to act out that word. All right. For example, I'm going to say whisper. How would you whisper? Great job. Grab something. You grab it, right? Or you laugh. Or you move. Good. Or climb. Great job. Okay. Now, what did all those words from our game have in common? Well, they were all action words. They all told us something that we were doing. They were all verbs. Now, all words from this game are verbs. Verbs are words that tell what someone or something is doing. So a verb is an action word. A verb also tells when someone or something is doing something. Verb tenses are important because they tell us when the action is happening, has happened, or will happen. Verbs happen in three different times: the past, the present, and the future. Now remember, the past happened yesterday, so it's already happened. The present is right now. The future will happen tomorrow or later today or maybe next week. All right. So what about the word whispered? Whispered. Whispered means it happened in the past. It's not happening now, but it happened in the past. And how the way you can tell that is by the ending, because it ends with an ed. and that is a form of past tense. What about whispering? Whispering means it's happening now. It's in the present tense. What about will whisper? That is in the future. That means you're going to do it later today or later tomorrow. And there's that special little word will that tells you it is in the future. What about this word? Grabbed. That's past tense, isn't it? What about will grab? That's future tense. What about grabbing? That's present tense, happening right now. So why do you think using verb tense is important? Because it kind of tells us when things are happening, right? In the past, present, or future. So it's very important that you're writing things correctly so people understand what's going on, right? All right, my friends, thank you for listening. And we are done today. So I will see you back here again tomorrow for our next lesson.